Hi, this is going to be really lame, but I am a girl who loves astrology, and I also am very spiritual. And I currently don't have any friends that are, well, first of all, I don't have friends because I let go of all my friends because I became spiritual. And unfortunately, when you become more on a spiritual journey and you actually start to heal yourself, you lose a lot of people in your life who are not putting in the work to heal themselves. And it kind of sucks. You go through a period of being sad and lonely, and then you realize that, maybe some people will call it the isolation period, and it really sucks when you're in it, but you realize that it's actually something that is very necessary for you, so you can continue to put in the work on yourselves, and in return, hopefully attract the people who are meant for you and who are meant to be in your life. But anyways, I'm also a huge astrology believer. So there are a lot of people who I think it's like black and white. You either agree with it completely or you're like, well, actually, there are people who are probably unsure or in the middle, but a lot of the times there's extremes. There's people who really, really believe in it and who's in it, like me, who, when you're really in it, you know about the astrology charts, you know about astrology transits, and you're just a full believer. And then there's people who are like, you guys are lunatics. What the heck are you talking about? You mean you're gonna blame freaking Pluto on like you being able to like transforming? You're gonna blame the moon to impact in your feelings? Like, those people. So I don't have anybody in my life to talk about astrology with, and not many people who are more on a spiritual path. So I'm going to do this, talk to you guys, whoever's watching this. I'm going to challenge myself. I'm not really good. This is well, I was already going to say I'm already getting excited here. Today the moon is in Aries, and Aries, a quality about what that means is that, you're going to feel very inclined to, over the course of, because usually the moon changes signs, and it changes signs every 2 to 3 days, or it changes its energy every 2 to 3 days. So whatever sign that it's in, you will be experiencing a little bit of the characteristics of that astrology sign that it's in. So the fact that it's in Aries, um, Aries is very, some of the characteristics of Aries is that it's very passionate. So we may experience a lot of heightened passion towards the things that we want to do in life, because Aries is very committed for going after what it wants and starting new projects. And it's really good to do things on an Aries moon, because Aries gives you the confidence and the drive to go after the things that you may have been hesitant to in the past. It also makes you want to feel like you want to. It's a very active sign, So, if you want to work out or go and do something active or move around or go for things, getting up, moving, going for things, working out, taking care of your going, like that type of stuff. It's very good at like getting shit done, pretty much. So, and also you may feel a little bit more, like I said, like you may feel more passionate, and maybe the things that you feel, like your feelings may be a little bit more passionate, or you may be watching something on the TV. You may just, that will really hit your emotions, and you may feel very strongly about whatever you watch on TV and stuff like that. For instance, today I stumbled upon two videos that instilled that inflicted the energy of the Aries moon. By the way, I was born on Aries moon, so my moon sign is in Aries, and I'm very I'm very, that is me. All the characteristics I just named to you, that's how I am naturally. Um, so with the moon being in my sign, I just feel everything more pretty much. So yeah, I was watching two videos. One video I was watching, I believe it was a Jubilee video, where they compared, it was like astrologers versus astronomers. When I tell you, that video instilled some passion in me, because the majority, like the video itself, was not making astrologers look the best. Like, I just feel like the basis of the argument was, and I don't think that was even a good, like, I don't think you should compare science to astrology. When I look at astrology, and tell me what you guys think, I believe astrology is more spiritual. Okay, I really wanted to do a one take, but I ran out of storage, and I'm probably gonna run out of it again. I'm gonna have to delete some stuff on my phone. I'm one of those people who literally have their phone is full all the time, and I'm always running out of storage. But anyways, I believe astrology fits in the more spiritual category. I would not really compare it to science or anything like that. But yeah, so that's where I'll stop. But anyways, one of the main things that kept coming up is like, how do you prove it? Science is very fact. It's a thing that you create a study on, and you're able to prove so and so through facts, through evidence. And one of the things that I felt like the astrologers would say is like, oh well, I know what I'm saying is right, because of the reactions that I get from my clients, that I have through the clients, through them explaining their situation, and then the astrologers giving their interpretation or whatever, explaining why, and then the client is like saying, yeah, you're right, blah blah. So the point is, though, I was like, but then I was thinking, like, that's hard to kind of like prove or show to people who are skeptics, because it's behind the scenes. Like, it's like you're not recording. It's not like people are seeing you talk with your clients and everything like that, and then they're able to be like, oh, okay, so maybe they are right, blah blah blah. So the point is, I just realized, and I've always known, that astrology, there's not a lot of evidence around. And let's say, when I say evidence, I mean like, not, oh, this happened to me. Well, I don't know. Okay, evidence as far as, and there are some astrologers who I think, like the Astrology podcast. I don't know if you guys ever heard of them, but they do this monthly horoscope, or monthly, is it horoscope or monthly forecast? It's a monthly forecast where they make the predictions of the coming month, but then they also talk about how astrology has played out in the previous month. So actually, I would say they're like there's a lot of people, like, that's a good example of like showing how the astrology plays out. But I feel like there's not enough people who are like literally saying, like, vlogging their lives and showing how the astrology plays out. And I wanted to be that person. That was one of the things I've been trying to figure out, how I want to do it. And it seems like, when I think about it, I'm like, oh yeah, I should do that. Like, I should vlog and then show how certain things play out. But for some reason, it's been kind of not as easy as a process. And maybe because I'm also a private person, so I'm like being selective about the things that I want to put out. But anyways, watching that video just reaffirmed that there needs to be, like, reaffirmed the thing that I want to do. And it's like, I want to be like one of the first, maybe there are people, I don't know of anybody. I've watched a lot of astrology videos. I have yet to see somebody like actually, because there's a lot of people who talk about what's going to happen, and there's not many astrologers who literally apply what's going on. Like, they won't put themselves as an example. They won't say like, oh, so Mars was in Capricorn. This is how it affected me in my life. They'll always like just say how it may affect others. But I think it'll be like more proof or closer to proof because, I know proof can get a little whatever. It could be closer examples of showing how it will play out in a real and an actual person's life. So anyways, that was kind of like a reminder or like a extra like, okay, maybe this is something I really need to put my energy towards and really be consistent at, and prioritize doing what I originally wanted to do, and that's show how astrology plays out in my day-to-day life. So that was very interesting that I watched that today when my camera died again. Oh my gosh, it's okay, hold on. Okay, we have 7 minutes to finish this. I just had to delete some more stuff. But yeah, so what I've learned through being on a more spiritual path and also using astrology, using astrology as a tool, because I am a person that puts spirituality over astrology. Spirituality, me being spiritually connected and in tune with myself and my intuition comes first. And then I like to use astrology as just an extra, like, and I don't even believe astrology is necessary. Astrology is just like, it's an extra tool that you can use if you want to, like a little cheat code. Um, so, but I'm always gonna follow my intuition first before anything that I read about astrology. I believe everyone should do that that's the healthiest way that you should, that's the healthiest way to use astrology because there are unhealthy and healthy ways of using astrology in my opinion. But anyways, but the crazy thing is, and this is why I freaking love astrology, because when you follow your intuition and then you read your astrology later, you realize that the shit, it lines up. Like, and it's crazy. So, yeah, it's freaky how astrology is so accurate, but if you are once again on a more spiritual path, then you're kind of get used to things just being freaky, because really, I've learned that everybody's just speculating about things. And really, I always feel like I've learned through my spiritual journey that we don't really know shit. Like, a lot of people are not going to believe that, but that's just that's it. We don't know nothing, and we won't know nothing until it's our time. But what we can do is utilize the things that resonate with us. And that may look different for everybody. So anyways, so going back to the video I watched, so that was just an eye opener. And then that's what I was saying. So me being on my spiritual path, I've also realized that there aren't, I don't know. I feel like things happen for a reason, okay? And I do believe a lot of times in life, like, there are no coincidences. Like, I do believe, like, I don't believe, like, there is, I won't say that's always the case, but a lot of times when things happen in your life personally, there's a reason. Like, I don't know. I feel like that can get a little risky when it comes to, like, when you're talking about, like, wars or any, I would never, ever say, like, because I don't, but things in my life, like me seeing that video today, and then when I think about it, applying it to astrology, I'm like, oh, where is my moon? My moon is in my second house. The second house rules values. The second house rules how you make your money, tangible things and stuff. So then I'm like, is this my money maker? I'm just kidding. No, but I'm also, but it's like I'm going to be feeling the moon is in my second house of values and making money and blah, blah, blah. So it's like, this is instilling an emotion that is connecting me to my values and what I believe in and in my beliefs and everything like that. So, and I was watching a video about that, and it did trigger me because it was like, oh, well, I really believe in astrology and this, everything. So it's just interesting. And then the second video I watched was not as, it really got me feeling some type of way because it was about colorism. And there was like some people in there, specifically a man, a black man, unfortunately, that was very, I did not like his viewpoints. And because he had something to say about everything that, you know, the women were saying, and I'm just like, it just made me, it just got under my skin. But it's okay. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. But I was really feeling some type of way. So yeah, I don't know. When I'm passionate and I want to speak, oh, don't let me get passionate about a topic. We will be here all day, and I will be talking with some force, you know, and the nice little sweet innocent girl that like my Pisces risings may show. Oh, she'd be gone. Okay, so anyways, so yeah, those are kind of my Aries moon themes. Also today I decided, now that I think about it, to turn on the camera finally and go for something that I've been thinking about starting and doing, but it just scares me because I like everything to be planned out. I don't really like turning on the camera and just talking, especially when I'm new to something and this is a new-ish platform for me, like uh you know, page or channel or whatever. So and then I'm talking to a new community, so it's just different. So it's a challenge that I know that will benefit me. But I just need to get work on it. So anyways, okay, 2 more minutes. I have 2 more minutes. So that's Aries moon theme. Next thing I wanted to talk about is Capricorn. Mars is about to change signs. Mars have been in the sign of Capricorn. Mars is the sign of Mars rules like how we go after things. Actually, Mars is the ruler of Aries. And I also, it's hard for me to talk about astrology because I'm also like, who is this going to connect with? And are people going to even know about astrology, or they're going to be interested in astrology? How much do they know about astrology? If I'm talking about Mars, will they understand it? I don't know, but I have this amazing astrology journal that literally gives you the cheat code to everything you need to know about astrology. It's called the Astrology Planner by Chani Nicholas. I love this thing. Like, thing's amazing. Not sponsored, as you guys could see. Like, I don't have many followers right now, so you know. But I can go to Mars and I can see like what it means, and it says Mars meaning shows you how and where you take action. And some keywords to describe Mars is directness, confrontation, and drive. So Mars has been in the sign of Capricorn. Okay, so knowing that, once again, knowing that Mars is going to be how and where we take action, then we look at what Capricorn stands for, which is on the back of this thing. It's so cool. And then you can look at Capricorn, you could say Capricorn is all about discipline and self-restriction. So over the past, I don't know how many weeks, see, I'm gonna have to get better at this, but I want to say, I don't know how. Okay, this is the last time I'm start doing this, okay? I had to do a lot to get 7 more minutes, but let me hurry up. Okay, so when we put that together, I looked it up, and Mars has been in Capricorn ever since, oh shoot, I forgot it that quick. Hold on. See, I'm using my journal because this also tells you about all the transits that happen every day. This is a dope journal, okay? And I'm not even sponsored. I feel like I shouldn't even be sharing with you guys my secrets because I'm not getting money, but it's okay because like that's not right to do that. Withhold information for whatever. Anyways, so Mars has been in Capricorn ever since January 4th. Okay, so remember that. So now what we're gonna do is think back to where have we been taking action? Where and how have we been taking action in our life that is more well, let me see, sorry. Where have we been taking more disciplined and self-restricting action in our life since January 4th? Now, that's very general, okay? You're going to want to, that's very, very general, I guess. I guess you can think about it, but it helps if you know where you can think. That's very general, let's just say that. But it helps if you know what area how do I describe this? It helps if you know where Capricorn is in your chart, okay? because then you'll be able to see where where this Mars in Capricorn, this taking action, this taking self this taking disciplined and self-restricting action is going to be going on in your life, okay? Or has been happening in your life, if that makes sense. Stay with me. Hopefully I'm explaining this right. So then that's when you will pull up your astrology chart, okay? And then, oh, I was going to show you this, but anyways, I don't want to show you, expose my astrology chart online, but how do I describe? Okay, so anyways, you will look at where you'll get your astrology charts, okay? Then you'll look at what house Capricorn is ruling in your astrology chart, all right? Let me give you an example. And how much okay, we're at 2 minutes. I have my laptop over here. All right, let me hurry up. Let me show you guys an example chart, because I'm not going to be putting extra stuff on the camera. Like, this is just an improv video. I mean, not improv. What am I saying? I'm not editing this video, so can I zoom in? Oh gosh. Oh, here we go. Okay, so, oh my gosh, you're not going to be able to see this. All right, crap. All right, hold on. Let me get the camera. Okay, so this is an example chart. Now, we'll look at excuse my dirty laptop. We'll look up what house is Capricorn ruling in this chart. This is an example chart. Let's look up where's Capricorn. Capricorn is right here, okay? So you look at this line right here, and that means that this is the start of Capricorn. So that means that Capricorn is ruling the 6th house, okay? All right. Now, it depends on what you're looking at. Anyway, sorry. Okay. So anyways, we know that Capricorn is ruling the 6th house. That's all that's what's important, because this is where the line to Capricorn starts, and it's in the 6th house. So look at the starting line. That's the 6th house, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. So for me, my pajama bottoms. For me, Capricorn is ruling my 11th house, okay? And then also it will be helpful for you to know what each house represents, for you to be able to know, like, okay, where are you going to be, where have you been taking the most action in your life? But you can look that up everywhere on YouTube. I mean, it also tells you on this book. Also, you can look up, go to the 11th house. And the 11th house, I already know this, but the 11th house rules community, friends, networks, and good fortune. So that is helpful for me, okay? So pretty much since January 4th, there may have been some themes in my life, important themes in my life, that show that I have been taking more action, especially very disciplined action, and maybe self-restricting action around something around my community, my networks, or the good fortune thing is a little, I don't even know how you can really describe that, but mainly 11th house rules community and networks, and friendships. And that can be online and offline, by the way. So anyways, my time is running out, okay? So that makes sense for me, because when I think about it, I have been, the start of this year, I decided to, create this new channel, this new page called Daily Astrology and Spirituality, which we're watching right now. And I feel and so I've been trying to really go at it and post and engage with my community, or create another community for myself of like-minded people. And another thing about Mars, though, is you're gonna, oh my gosh, let me see. Okay, so it also tells you some key words about Mars, and Mars has to do with directness, confrontation, and drive. Okay, so I've had the drive to focus on my community and building a new community for myself. But when I think about it, it hasn't been easy. Okay, which duh, because it's the beginning. A lot of people can say, yeah, you're just starting out. But I've experienced a lot of like frustrating, which is a Mars theme, frustration, anger or drive, or you just whatever. But I have experienced a lot of frustration with it because of me wanting things quick, which is an Aries moon quality of me, honestly. And yeah, wanting things to happen fast, and thinking, having this idea and thinking, oh my gosh, it's going to go this way, and then realizing that I'm going to have to put in more work and be more patient and be patient. And then also it's been like, this is a new thing for me to go after, to like create. This is just new for me. I'm not used to talking out loud about astrology and spirituality. Like, I've been doing it internally for the past couple of years. So it's been also like, how do I articulate these things that in a way for people to understand, or in a way that doesn't seem to, I don't know. I lied. I had to restart it again. 6 more minutes. I promise this is really it, like for real. But the point is, I've had a lot of drive um towards starting this new channel, building this new community, but there's also been some challenges and some things that has caused me some frustrations with throughout the process. First of all, without like figuring out like, how do I want to create these videos? What kind of videos do I want to do? I can go about astrology and my spiritual journey in so many different ways. First, another thing is, I'm a freaking Aquarius. I have so many freaking ideas. Um, where do I start? So I feel like I've been just like, my channel currently, if you look at it, it's been a little bit of everything. I've just been splattering any idea I have, and it's been fun to get all the creative things, or kind of creative things out, but I'm also kind of like feeling like, okay, now I need to choose something that I feel like what I did do was look back at the content that I felt the happiest creating, and not, this is an important thing, not doing what I saw got more views, because I have a past, which we'll talk about, that I had to learn the hard way of not letting views rule your the content that you put out. Although it could be hard, but you have to stay authentic to yourself if you want to be happy with the content, with where your channel goes, and you want to attract the people. This is the thing, you have to be authentic. What you put out has to be authentic to you, so you can attract authentic people who actually like you for you. Because if you're putting out things that will that gets a lot of views, then you start getting people, creating an audience that only likes you for the videos that you put out that's actually for them and not really for yourself. So then we're going to get into my story soon. I have a video that's going to come out that I'm in the process of editing, that's called About Me, and I tell my story and really tell you guys kind of who I am and my background and blah 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 blah. So anyways, so yeah, I had to really like be like, Jess, what videos were you excited to make you excited to wake up in the morning to post and film? And what videos were you more hesitant to do it, even though you know that these videos are probably are like the way that most people will do it, especially in the astrology community, like doing forecast and talking about like certain signs and doing that type of stuff, breaking down. But I really like vlogging, because I feel like what astrologer out there is like vlogging their life on a daily and showing how astrology applies, and like just certain things like that. Obviously, once again, I'm an Aquarius, so I want to do things that hasn't been done before, or is not as common. I don't want to I want to add to the astrology community and the spiritual community. I don't want to just do the same thing that other people are doing, respectfully. Although I love, the videos that I get entertainment and learn a lot from those, the typical videos that people put out that get a lot of views. But I feel like there's a lot of professionals in that area, like the astrology podcast, like Channing Nicholas. There's a bunch of amazing people out there. But yeah, I want to provide something new. That's what's going to get me excited. So anyways, so yeah, that's where I would say a Mars has impacted me. Um and then when I think about my friendships outside, I feel like, I'm trying to think. I feel like I was really focusing more on like my online friendships, building online friendships than building outside friendships, because I wasn't going to my classes that I usually like to go to, which is my yoga class. I think I did actually, you know what? I think I did go. I did go to a dance class. I did try dance class out for the first time, but then I ended up getting sick, which is also could be a Mars thing. Like Mars can cause like some friction, and I believe Mars has to do with vitality, your health. Oh shoot. So this is the love of astrology, and I have not gotten sick in a long time. And then that's what I was saying. I was like, the one time that I actually decided to go out and be social, I get sick, and it was like it knocked me out for a full freaking week. And I don't get sick often, so I did try something new. I decided to go to a dance class, which it was so fun. Also, what the freak? When you think of Mars, dance is like expression. Like that is a very Mars, big, huge Mars theme, so, which is so interesting. And then it's in my sign of Capricorn, which is like which I said rules my community and all that stuff like that. I could go on and on, but that was my main themes of Mars in Capricorn. And now Mars is entering my Aquarius, which is going to be in my 12th house. So we'll talk more about that at towards the end, because I like to experience life first and then look at astrology afterwards, so I know that that's better for me, so I can trust in my intuition and what feels right, and I don't like be influenced by astrology too much. And then it really shows you like how astrology plays out. But I'm talking fast because I have to go. This was very fun. I'm gonna try to I'm gonna try to show up at 7 or around 7 every day, or Monday through Fridays at least. And I'm gonna call it, I think, 7 p.m. chats with a Pisces rising. So join me tomorrow at 7 if you want more astrology and spirituality talks.